What was your best told y'all moment? This happened back in 2019 when I was working as a junior analyst at a mid-sized startup, trying to be the next big thing in edtech. Super fast-paced, mostly younger team, lots of buzzwords like agile, disrupt, and synergy, you know the type. So our product team decides to ditch our old project management tool, Jira, and move to this sleek, flashy, AI-powered startup tool called WorkNest. Yes, that was the real name. Our CTO was obsessed with being an early adopter. I was the only one who seemed to think, hey, maybe we should vet this first. I spent a weekend poking around WorkNest. Looked pretty, sure, but under the hood it was rough. Bugs everywhere. The biggest red flag? No autosave. You had to manually click a tiny floppy disk icon in 2019 to save anything. Not only that, but it would time out after 20 minutes of inactivity and dump your session. Just gone. So on Monday, in our team sync, I say, hey, just a heads up, WorkNest doesn't autosave. If your browser crashes or times out, you lose everything. Maybe we should set reminders, or stick with Jira until that's fixed. Cue the smug looks. One dev goes, why would my browser crash unless I'm looking up viruses? Another says, dude, it's 2019, just don't forget to click save. My manager literally said, if you have time to worry, you have time to code. Fine, I backed off. Fast forward 3 months. We're building the prototype for a huge education contract with a government agency. It's make or break for the company. If we land this deal, we basically triple our funding. Our product lead, Sam, had spent 2 days building out a massive task board and dependencies in WorkNest. I'm talking dozens of workflows, diagrams, annotated notes, all scheduled perfectly for the demo. The night before the presentation, Sam's laptop battery dies during a late-night work session. When he reboots, everything's gone. No autosave, no draft, no recovery, just a blank white dashboard. He frantically tries to log into other devices. Same thing. Panic spreads through the Slack channels like wildfire. The CTO is tagging people at 2 a.m. Sam looks like he just witnessed the murder of his childhood dog. Then, and here's the twist, they try to blame me. Someone dug up my comment from 3 months ago and spun it like I knew there was a risk and didn't escalate it properly. Like I had predicted the iceberg and still let the Titanic sail. I was ready. I pulled receipts, screenshots of my comment in the team channel, the timestamp from the team sync where I verbally raised it, even a private Slack message to my manager saying, I think WorkNest is going to cause problems down the road, especially the save issue. The whole house of cards came down fast. My manager got heat for dismissing it. The CTO had to personally apologize to the client and delay the demo. We didn't get the contract. The final twist? 3 months later, WorkNest shut down. Turns out their AI was just a fancy name for a rule-based script, and they had massive data loss issues due to improper session handling. Guess who they asked to help lead the migration back to Jira? Yup, me. I just smiled, put on my headphones, and whispered to myself, told y'all.